Hi Capricorn, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2013. Capricornians, we start this month with a lovely Venus transit that is happening in your second house. Yes, this is the month of love. And your second house has to do with your earned income, it has to do with your roots, it has to do with security, it has to do with wealth which is earned by you. It also has to do with your values, your goals, grounding that we're able to create for ourselves in the real world. This is also a time where you will feel quite appreciated, you will feel anchored, you will feel loved at your home base, and I think that is a Capricornian's abode, so to speak. You will also find that your past efforts, consistent efforts, have resulted in some great results. So it's really a time for great, I would say, self acknowledgement as well for you. We have Mars in your third house, and Mars, as we all know, is a planet of energy, vitality, also brings about certain amount of aggression. And your third house is all about communication. It is about dealing with others. It is about cooperation. And again, we have the focus again this month, Capricornians, for you, that your success lies in the hands of others, in the collective hands of others, so to speak. So ensure that even though Mars will be making you impatient, and Mars could make you a bit aggressive as well, because you will be full of information wanting to share, and you could be quite I think impatient with people who are not able to sort of keep up with you. So there could be a lot of irritation over there as well. So it's not a great time really to be cutting people short in between the conversations, or getting very impatient when they're not able to come up to your level. This is really a time for you to be understanding that your growth lies in the collective hands of others. So again, in order to be succeeding, you need to be working. It has to be a collective success for you. And this again, I think this emphasis has been there for you since the last 6 odd months, since 2012 as well. There's a lot of focus on collaboration and co-creation. But this time again, the planets are indicating that communication will be a vital key for you. How it is that information is shared by you, whether it is through emails or it is spoken through SMSs, whether you are generous with the information that you share. Are you a good mentor, or do you tend to just hoard all the information? How it is that you perceive others' growth. Do you ensure that you are as you are growing, that the rest of the people along with you grow as well, or not? I think it's of especially for those of you who handle large teams, or are bosses, or I would say even have even if it's not large teams, but if you're managing people, I think this is quite a critical thing for you to understand this month. So try not to let the Martian energy get the better of you this month. There could be some amount of delays as well, and I think that the trick over here is only during this aspect is to sort of be a more of a listener than of a talker. We have a Mercury retrograde that is happening, and that happens towards around the 20th or so. And during the Mercury retrograde, we have the drill with us. That is not to be buying. That is anything that is expensive, big ticket item, electronic gizmos. And if you have to do so, ensure that your receipts, insurance, booklets, everything is there with you. Also travel plans, they could go a bit awry. There can be some delays that are expected. As far as your communication, your negotiations are on, there could again be delays, or you may not get what it is that you were expecting. Also during a retrograde, it's not the best of the time to be sort of negotiating for a salary. If you're going for a new job, you may sort of feel shortchanged later. It could be the time where you feel that I was much more, or the information or the job profile that was shared to you will not have all the details, or the complete portfolio is not shared with you, so you could feel a bit cheated over there. So with the retrograde, again, you do not have the complete information in order to be making a wise decision. So be careful over there as well. But like I said, there's a retrograde and there's a reality. So if you must do things, just ensure that you've read the fine print very carefully. We have Saturn that has been there in your 11th house since October 2012, and Saturn now starts to go retrograde till about the next few months, and it starts happening about end of around the 20th, 18 to 20th or so is the time with the Saturn starts retrograding, and it's retrograding in your 11th house. That's the house of friendships. Now this is a time where Saturn is asking you to look at carefully as to how it is that you are in your closest relationships. Are you manipulative? How it is that you behave as a friend? What is it that is restricting you from being a better friend or being in a better relationship with your friend? Also, this is a house of long distance travel. So what are the limitations over here? If you have been wanting to travel for the longest of time, why is it that you're not sort of felicitating it now? Saturn comes with a lot of accountability, with responsibility. So again, it will make you think about your own actions, that you're how responsible you are in treating people the way that you do. And while I think the funny one-liner jokes are enough, I think some of us tend to sort of get carried away, and it is not always perceived as a funny piece of it. It could be looked upon as something nasty. So again, since your communication is highlighted and friendships are also there with the Saturn retrograde, I think this is a time where you need to be really looking at as to how it is that you treat your friends, how it is that are you there for them, and what is it that is stopping you, restricting you from not doing what it is that you can do. I think it's very important for you Capricornians. Also, I think it's also a sort of a time of giving back, Capricornians, for most of you. Try not to sort of operate from a what is it that I got out of it, where is my pound of flesh, so to speak. It's really, the planets indicating your own friendships, relationships will strengthen when you can sort of be little selfless in this aspect. So try again, to make an effort to see what it is that stops you from being in a more closer, in a more better friendship, or be there around with your friends. The focus for you this month, Capricornians, is on collaboration. The focus also is there on your communication. Try not to be too rash. Try not to sort of let your temper get the better of you. Try not to say sharp things and then run with an apology, because I think the damage will be quite drastic at this point of time. Enjoy the Venus transit. Enjoy the security and the groundedness and the anchoring that the second house is giving you. It's also a lovely time for a lot of you to be supplementing your income creatively. So it's a great month for that. Overall, looks like a lovely month for you Capricornians. I'll see you again in March, and thank you so much for watching.